Hey y'all, thanks for tuning into another video. So y'all, I really hope that this video helps you to resonate with the fact that you're not crazy. And I know that oftentimes when we experience the things that we've experienced in life, it's really hard to not feel crazy in the moment. And a lot of the things that you've experienced in life are crazy making. If you've been gaslit by people, if you've been coerced, manipulated, abused, whatever it is, I'm sorry that that happened to you. And I understand how crazy that can make you feel. You know, when I was going through the past relationship that I was in and I was in the pits of the emotional abuse from that relationship, I didn't know up from down, right from left, or what was going on. I didn't walk in the world the way that I knew that I was supposed to because there was just so much going on around me telling me I wasn't all of the things that I knew I was. And so if you're listening to this video, something that I want you to walk away with, and if this is the only thing that you hear, I don't even care if you listen to the rest of the video, honestly. But it is time to stop letting people convince you that you are crazy because of the way that you respond to their poor behavior. Because the reality is, people are going to treat you poorly. And being assertive and being awakened and being aware does not make you crazy. It makes you capable and fully able to walk in a healed version of you and to separate yourself from the place and the people and the spaces that are making you crazy. And the majority of the time, somebody who's calling you crazy, unhealthy, or insecure is a person who is literally transferring their own feelings about themselves onto you so that you feel like you are all of those things and continue to allow their disrespect. So something that I want you to know is when people call you crazy, what they're actually identifying is that you're awakened. You're awakened to their abuse. You're awakened to their unhealthy behaviors. You're awakened to the fact that you don't deserve to be treated that way. And when you call them out on all of those behaviors, their only defense is to make you feel like there's something wrong with you so that you'll continue to accept those behaviors. Crazy makes you feel like maybe it is me so that you continue to stay in hopes that that person will maybe stop treating you that way if you just aren't as crazy as they're telling you you are. But the reality is, you are just awakened. You are awakened to the poor behavior. You're not crazy. And they would never tell you that you're awakened because they don't want you to see that they've finally understood that you now see their hand and you know the game that they're playing. If someone in your life is saying that you're unhealthy because you're actually responding to their behavior with consequences, or that they actually have boundaries that they have to follow. So they say that you're unhealthy because they pick these little parts of what you're doing and they're saying, oh, look, that was an aggression, or that was a toxic behavior, or that is a toxic sentence that you said or word that you used or whatever you're doing, because you're setting boundaries. Because some people will say, oh, that boundary is them stonewalling, when really it's just a boundary. So instead of you believing that you're unhealthy, you just need to see that now you're aware. You're aware that you deserve something. You're aware of what you need. You're aware of the result of boundaries, and you're aware of the results of your former people pleasing. And it's not unhealthy to do any of the things that you're doing, but they're going to tell you it is, because if they get you to believe that you're unhealthy, then you'll take down the boundaries and you'll stop giving consequences and you'll allow them to just annihilate your life like you have in the past. They'll never tell you that now that you're aware, they don't like the way that you have put boundaries around yourself to make a healthy situation. They just want you to believe that those are unhealthy behaviors. And lastly, when someone says that you're insecure because you're giving them evidence that you know that they're cheating, or you're giving them evidence that that you know that they're being abusive, or you're identifying their behaviors and telling them that you know these behaviors exist, they'll call you insecure because they'll say, well, anybody who has to question what their significant other is doing is insecure, or anybody who feels like that's a personal attack is insecure, etc. But when you're going through your healing journey and you're identifying behaviors, that what they're considering insecure is now you being assertive. It's you saying, I'm no longer willing to stay here because I see what you're doing. I see your manipulation. I see the plans that you're enacting. I see this coercive control, and I'm not insecure. I just know that you're cheating and I don't want to be a part of it. I'm not insecure. I just know the path that you're taking me on is the same one that we've been on, and I'm not willing to be a part of it. So today, if you find yourself in a relationship where the people around you are saying you're crazy, unhealthy, or insecure, or insert any other word here, if they're using those things to get you to stay, then ask yourself, if I'm that crazy, and if I'm that unhealthy, and if I'm that insecure, then why does this person not want me to leave? Because the truth is, you're bringing the magic to that situation, whether you believe it or not. And the person doesn't want you to leave because you're giving them something that they need, whether that be validation or an ego boost or whatever it is. But the thought that they would tell you all of these things but want you to stay just gives you evidence that you have something that they're gaining because they don't want you to leave. You're not crazy. You're not insecure. You're not unhealthy. You've just decided that you're no longer going to allow their bad behaviors in your life. So if that's you today, I encourage you to take the next step to get yourself to a space where the people in your life aren't trying to put labels, negative labels on you to keep you in the space that you're in so that they can continue to take advantage of you. And I would love for you to like and subscribe to this channel. Also follow me on all socials and share this message with other people that you think would resonate with it, because we know that knowledge gained and kept to ourselves is selfish, but shared with the world could just be the catalyst that they need to break free from the bondage that they're in. And I know the experience of being in the bondage of an unhealthy relationship, and I can tell you from being on the other side that there is no amount of money that somebody could pay me to continue back in those relationships, because freedom feels better, tastes better, and looks better than anything I ever experienced in that bondage. So I hope that for you today, and I thank you for listening, and I'll see you again next time.